Welcome to the 13th Annual CX Strategies Summit. My name is Aaron Thompson. I am the CEO and founder of a company called Red Slacks. And I know they're not slacks, but when I was setting my business up, redpants.com was taken. So Red Slacks it is. I'll be your host for the next couple of days. I got the chance to be a speaker back in March for the 3rd annual West Coast version of this. I loved it so much, I just got my mic cut. Oh, there we go. I loved it so much that I'm like, man, I already screwed up. I'm out, just like that. That I asked if I could be a part of it, and they said, actually, would you like to be the host? And I thought, sure, that sounds like fun. And then I found out how much work that is. But I'm here. I'm from Portland, Oregon. I flew in late last night and super excited to be here. I am a customer success keynote speaker, public speaker, educator. I'm also the chief revenue officer at a company that does training for all things post-sale. Account manager, CX, CS, support, you name it. So I'd love to chat with anybody about that, but it's not about me. I'm guessing you didn't get up and put on all your fancy clothes, come out here and hear from me. So let's get to it. Before we can jump into the full-on agenda, we've got some amazing content here this week. Let me find my notes here. I got to make sure I get this all right. Let's see. We've got a virtual audience. Everybody want to turn around and say, hi, virtual audience. Hi, virtual audience. Welcome. Yeah, feel free to, I guess you can somehow contact us. I don't know. I've been told that at least. I'm not sure how that works, but if you can, please speak up and let us know what questions you might have. Let's see. Before we get started, emergency stuff. Never any fun, but we're not expecting any fire drills. So if you hear something, it might be legit. Obviously, there's your exit doors, and down the stairs we go. The Brella app. Has everybody downloaded the Brella app? If you have not, highly recommend it. In fact, I think they were going to put a QR code to do it behind me, but I don't see it. So I don't know. Anybody, talk to a friend, talk to a neighbor. There's got to be somebody next to you who's downloaded the Brella app. But the agenda is on there. It's a great way to network and connect with people. It's really a very seamless application. Let's see, questions. Every session is going to be 30 minutes for the next 2 days. It's going to be like a bunch of sitcoms back in the 80s. I don't know if anybody's old enough like me to remember TV before streaming. They had these things called sitcoms. Yeah, they were 30 minutes. And so at the end of each of these sessions, there's going to be a Q&A. We're going to have mic runners going around. When we did this back in Vancouver, it was so casual and so cool because we just had such a dialogue with the audience. It's really much more impactful for everybody that way. Let's see. Networking and breaks are going to be in the exhibit hall. I assume you probably smelled the bacon when you got off the elevator like I did this morning. Came up and I was like, oh, I know exactly where I'm going. But that's where we're going to have our networking. There's sponsors out there. Definitely highly recommend going around and talking to them. I know when you're in a booth, you kind of feel like people are scared to come talk to you and whatever. They're not going to sit there and hard sell you. They just want to talk to you about what they're doing, and you might learn a thing or two, believe it or not, going through the experience. If you have any other questions, don't ask me because I don't know anything. Registration desk out front. They'll be happy to help answer any questions you might have. Let's see, cocktail reception. There's information about it on the table there. We'd love for you all to stick around. Again, who's been to one of these before? Let's start there. Who is this your first? Let's start with that. Okay, and how about second? You've been here before. I saw you raise your hand, so this is your second. Third, leave your hand up if this is your third. Fourth. Anybody? Going once, going twice? Is 3 the winner? What's your name? Give Larry a round of applause. Larry is our resident veteran. If you have any questions, you can ask him. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Bear with me. I got to make sure. And cocktails and then sponsors. Yeah, and I apologize if I mess up any of these names. I'm from the U.S., West Coast. I'm a long ways from home. I got in here at midnight last night. It felt like 9 p.m. my time. Couldn't fall asleep till 2:30. I was up at 3:30 my time, so I'm completely confused. But our amazing sponsors, we couldn't do any of this without them. So NP Digital, Five9, TalkDesk, Opinator, Ocula Technologies, Numer, Caplina, Qualtrics, and ADA Support, or ADA Support. Give them a round of applause, everybody. And now with that, look at that, only took 5 minutes. I need to slow down. I'm supposed to kill 15 minutes with all that. You guys would be bored stiff if I was up here for 15 minutes. Are you ready to get started with the content? You've heard enough from me. You ready for your first speaker? Come on, everybody. Wake up.